Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to this update on the New Zealand and the New Zealand yen. As promised, I will try to keep this going as long as possible with a step-by-step view on it. If you haven't seen the previous ones, please go to my YouTube page, click on community, look under community. You will see all the videos on the New Zealand and the New Zealand yen with very detailed step-by-step analysis, as well as with trading setups that I am taking, right? Now, some of them you might not get because either I put them at a time when I didn't get a chance to put it on, or because when I take the trade, I couldn't get them to you, right? It was too late. So I'll show you some, but I'll try to do as maximum as I can, right? So remember this one for the downside. Now, the trade, if you watch the webinar and you watch the update, you would hear me say, I'm going to put an entry order under that low, which I did yesterday. Put that entry order, and I'm in this trade. So what I just did is I just moved my stop to this level, just above there, right? You see that little pullback? I moved my stop because this could continue to go for a while, or it could start to make a correction. If it makes a correction, we'll sell again, right? So let me go through from the top again. Let's start from the daily. In the daily, you notice we're breaking out of the daily up move. This has been one huge daily up move, and we are breaking out of that move, which means two things. A deeper correction. One option is we're going to make a deeper correction here and then go something like this, bigger, something like this, bigger, something like this, much bigger. That's one option. The second option is we're just making a move to the downside to retest the low. One out of those two, we'll either make a bigger correction here or we'll make a down move. So which one? We don't know. You don't know that as yet. There, I do have a possibility of what we're looking at, but I'm not going to go to that details now. On the 4 hour, we've got an impulse down and a correction. If you've been following me side by side, remember I said, watch this sell, watch this sell. So what happens now? It just goes, you let it go. At some point, they will stop and either make a correction to continue down, or they're going to reverse, which means you get an impulse up, you get a flag, and then we'll probably see this happening for more downside. I'm more inclined to believe at some point we're going to have a flag or a correction this week. Something like this. We'll get something like this here, and then we'll sell again. So when that happens, I will repost under this video a snapshot with the trade setup that I'm going to be taking, where I will take the trade, where I put the stop and all of that, right? So if you follow in the community section, you will have very clear understanding of how I analyze the chart and what I'm doing when I'm taking trades on them, right? There's not a trade every day on this chart. This one is still going, right? On the 1 hour, my stop is just above that. Let's see what happens. I think it's going to go much more. This could go quite a lot more before you get the correction. So you just follow it with your stop and see whenever you're stopped out, wait to see what happens. Let's go. On the New Zealand and the New Zealand yen, it's pretty much the same thing. This one is still going. If you move your stop, you're still in the trade. Well, I am not in this trade, which is very sad because I was in the trade. I took the trade from here. And when it came here, they started to make a flag here. I'll show you that flag on the 1 hour. Let's go on the 1 hour. Yep, right here. There was a flag for a correction to the upside. And I explained this in the previous video that when it comes to this low, I will close the trade and sell back at the top here. See, the arrow is there. I'll be selling there. Well, by that time, I was asleep when this happened. This was the sell setup. You probably would have put an entry order for a sell there, or put an entry order for a sell here. Either. I should have put this one before I go to sleep, but I forget to put it, and then it dropped. Good for me, I got the New Zealand dollar. So I missed all of this, but no problem. That's trading. That is how reality goes. You can go and tell people all kinds of stuff. Or I could have said to you guys, oh, I'm in this trade and I'm making $1 million. No, I missed it because reality, I go to sleep. I forget to put the entry order. That's okay. That's how you should. That's going to happen to you too. And all of these things are going to happen in your trading. You would close a trade, try to re-enter, and you'll miss it. That's part of how trading goes, right? So I will just tell you as it is, and then you'll see what you do with that information. Now, what we would look at this and see is that we're making a flat pattern. We didn't break the top. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Now, I don't think this is going to go down very much more. Even if New Zealand is going to continue to go down very much more, if New Zealand becomes a big correction, this is likely going to go back up. And this move here will be mostly a dollar yen move, not a New Zealand dollar move. So let me show you the yen just for 1 second. Yen is making a big correction, and there is a big move to the upside here. If you've been following me in the yen from the bottom here, and maybe you can go and tell one of the trolls I am still correct, because he was saying, oh, he's trying to buy yen and yen is going down. That is somewhere in here he was making that comment. Well, yen is going up, and this is another move that will happen. See, it's not magic. I'm not, this arrow was here from the before the 20, since last year. That arrow was there basically because we saw this movement, and we know when this is finished, you're going to get this. This is what you want. You're not trying to trade in here. You lose your account trying to trade in there. But of course, very small trades you can get. But these are the trades that will build you. These are the trades that will make you money. This next one is going to happen, and that is what I expect to happen to the New Zealand yen. That up move is going to be a yen move going up. If you look at the New Zealand yen, we've got a move up, we've got a correction, a move up, a big correction, and we've got this move up. So I think we're making a correction here for another move up, after which we might see a very deep correction or just continuation to go. I'm inclined to believe after that we're going to have a deep correction. I'm not going to go into details of that, but I'll show you it as we go along. So I truly believe this is just making a correction. Now, I don't know that for a fact. We didn't break the top, so it's not a running flat. It means they don't have to go back up. So what we would do is we track this as we go along. You will move your stops and you will follow it. It will at some point do two things. It's either going to reverse and make a flag for upside. I'll show you that buy setup when it happens, or it's going to consolidate here. And then we will get a sell setup. See? Very simple. Just wait and see which one happens. I am more inclined to believe it's going to go up. So if we get an impulse and a flag, we'll all buy. If we don't, we'll all be looking for sell setups. Now, sometimes it becomes more complex than that. If it becomes more complex, I will keep you updated. I will let you know what's going on. You will see step by step everything that you saw. All of these you saw. I show you all of them, and I told you this is a correction and we're going to get this. Go back and watch the webinar. I told you we're going to get that. It's not an if we're going to get it, maybe we are going to get it. We got it. That's the magic, and that's the power of wave analysis. Now, if you are trading support and resistance, you don't know you're going to get that, because nowhere this, if you're trading support and resistance, there's nowhere this is going to tell you you're going to get that in support and resistance, or supply and demand, or any other analysis you find out there. Tell me any other analysis. You know that. You're looking at this single move, and you know you're going to have a correction in one more down. Name me that analysis, except wave analysis. Elliott wave maybe, but they will probably confuse themselves with what the ABC is in here, because they look at it in terms of, oh, it has to make an ABC and down or a WXYZ and down. And I'm telling you, no, it could make a very, very complex pattern in here. Very, very difficult, very different from what they would show you. And then this is going to drop. That's what we look at. So flat, expect it to go back up. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I hope it's making sense to you. I hope you can learn from it, and I hope you're making money. If you're doing that, then if you are doing that and you made money in this trade, then you should help someone else who is struggling to make money. The main reason I'm showing you guys these is because I know most of you cannot afford to buy my course. There are 23,000 of you on my on my subscription list, that subscribe to the channel, and well, less than 1,000 of those people are in my group, which means 22,000 cannot afford to buy the course. That's my assumption, and I need to help them. I would have to do something to help you guys, and this is the minimum I can do to help you, show you at least one or two charts step by step so you can learn. Now, if you're learning from it, if you've learned anything from it, if you've got a single dollar profit from it, if it changed the way you look at charts, if anything of that is of value to you, please share it to someone else. Don't keep it for yourself. Help somebody. There are thousands and thousands of traders out there who have never seen my videos. Go to someone you know who's a trader and say, hey, you may want to look at this. It's amazing, because it is amazing, right? You can't doubt, even the trolls can't doubt the fact that this is amazing. I don't care what kind of a troll you are. You can't look at this chart and say, this is not amazing. It is. So please share it. If you're a troll, go tell your people, hey, this guy is a scammer, but look at his charts. I will agree with that. You want to call me a scammer, but as long as they look at the charts, I'm okay. Right? You can go ahead and do that. You can call me whatever names you want. Share the charts to those struggling traders who cannot afford to buy a course, or who is going to buy some stupid support and resistance course. Stop them. Say, hey, no, you want to look at this method of analysis. Thank you very much. I hope I wasn't too aggressive with that, but That's a reality of life, right? We're all living it. I don't have anything to lose, so I don't give a damn. You guys are great. Have a great week ahead of you. Enjoy yourself, trade with care, and keep learning. We never stop learning, all of us. So take care. Please help someone, share the video, and I'll see all of you. Bye.